Hi guys, it's Karl here from Searcharoo and I'm joined with my business partner James Dooley. And in today's little clip, we're going to do a one based around what are the best website indexing tools. Now, I know obviously when you're doing backlinks and big mass page sort of websites, you kind of want to try to get the websites indexed as quick as possible. Sorry, the page is indexed as quick as possible in Google's eyes. So, Dooley, how do you with your website and various other methods that you have with backlink building, etc. What do you do reference indexing?
So there's plenty of different indexing tools. First and foremost, the free method is using Google Search Console, doing what used to be called like the fetch and render. They've now got an API set up where if you wanted to connect it via your Google Search Console, I think you can do 200 URLs a day via the Google Search Console. And then you've got third-party indexing tools like Giga Indexer is one that I'm testing at the moment. Quite a lot of high-level SEOs are saying that is performing best. You've got Index Me Now. That's a little bit more expensive, but does have good results from doing it on there. You've got Amiga Indexer, which also it's the same owner, Elias, who owns SEO Autopilot. That's a great indexing tools. You've got Speed Links, which is another indexing tool, and I'm sure there's plenty of others that you might know about as well with regards to indexation. But to start with, one that I probably would say, which is obviously me and you speak quite a lot about, is each site has got a crawl budget, and each site has got like index bloat and stuff like that. So if you've got a lot of thin content, low quality pages, and you just keep trying to add that into the index, and you just think that loading those into an indexing tool is the answer, it's certainly not. If Google are not indexing, crawling and indexing your pages, you need to start asking yourself, why is that? But then there might be times where you want it to be fast, like index faster. So if you want it to be indexed faster, or let's say you are building some backlinks, or you've realized that someone's gone out and bought some backlinks, if you do that, then there is obviously then backlink indexing tools like the ones I've mentioned, which can help Google pick up those URLs a little bit faster. So what's your thoughts? Do you think that you should be using indexing tools? Do you think that, like, on a money site, are you using it a lot? Or is it mainly on like Web2s or on citations and on backlinks and stuff like that, and parasite SEO articles, stuff like that? Are those the type of stuff you're using it for?
Yeah, so as a general rule of thumb, I'm not very big into the index tools, primarily because you kind of touched on it. If it's a good link or if it's a good page, it should be indexed pretty quickly. Now, obviously, you have crawl budget and things like that. So it could be that you maybe have exhausted your crawl budget for that day or that week, maybe and it's just wait until it gets picked up in the next crawl. However, I would still, with that in mind, I would probably still, with your own website, try and rely on, say, more internal linking strategies and some social media pushing, because we all know that like traffic and engagement can really move the needle when it comes to getting things indexed quick. So yeah, that tends to be the approach I use when it comes to backlinks. I tend to think, again, that same logic. If the backlink isn't being picked up within a few days of it being live on the website, whether or not it's a link insertion and it's being crawled and then repicked up, that can take a bit longer, or it's a brand new guest post, then that would often dictate whether or not that website is actually any good in the first place. In my eyes, obviously, this is a complete sort of personal point of view. So that's kind of why, yeah, we don't really deal much with it, if I'm being honest. Obviously, on some of the bigger websites where they might not have as many links, they might not have as many blog posts or as much branded traffic coming into it, you might struggle a little bit more. So I can see why some people go down that route. But personally, yeah, I don't really do much with website indexing tools.
For anyone who is watching this video and wants to know like what my top four is in order at present, I would say for the best website indexing tools in order 2024 at present would be number one. I'd have to put Amiga Indexer there as being number one at present. Number two, I'd probably say speed links because it's quite a bit cheaper and it still does the job pretty well. Number three, I would say index me now. And then number four, I'd say Giga Indexer. Now, the only reason why I'm putting number four, Giga Indexer, at present is because I've not tested it enough. So I might do a follow-on video in 2-3 months' time after I've got the testing back for Giga Indexer, and that could end up being my number one choice. I'd say if you're looking for a free indexing tool, then the Google Search Console allows you to do up to 200 per day. But that's kind of my top five. So if anyone is watching this video and you're using a different indexing tool, whether you're buying backlinks and you've got a different indexer for your backlinks of what you're doing, whether it's like citations, which sometimes can be difficult to get into the index. What are you using? Let us know in the comment section. Leave a comment and let us know what are you using and what is working best at present for indexing web pages into Google.